Burp doesn't quite sound so impressive.
It was cute. It was like, eh. You even did a little. Welcome back to Arcanion, Tale of Magi. Alright, so there it is, the Dark Antenna, our final level. But Jaymonius is just like, so, did you get all the power-ups and unlock all the secrets? I'm like, nope. So he's like, revisit some areas and find the witch. So I'm like, okay. He was nice enough to tell me where they are, though, so I didn't have to go through all the levels.
I love witches.
I know you do. And I believe we said this already, but our witch video is finally gaining a little bit of steam. That was the first video we planned on.
Yeah, it was our very first video script that we did almost 3 years ago.
Wow, was that 3 years ago?
Yeah.
How time does fly.
Ouch! Because we had that video planned before we even started Pupcorn.
Yeah. It was very essay-like.
Yes. It was 24 pages. I read it. It was 45 minutes for me to read it.
And we were like,
You were like, I don't know, that's a little long. And I was like, but I mean, what do I take out?
Yeah.
And then we did a year's worth of videos, and I was like, I know what to take out.
I mean, there's videos on YouTube that are well over an hour long.
Oh, yeah.
Essays. So we could have done it. I think it was just
it's the editing.
Starting off and
it's putting the video together that I was like, you were gonna bitch the whole time.
I'll bitch about it, but I'll do it.
It's funny because we were talking, oh god, this was probably almost a year ago, about doing some longer videos. You were saying how you wanted to do some longer videos, kind of more in-depth analyses of things.
Sometimes I think about it,
and I was like, okay, cool. And then we did 2 long videos, and you just complained the whole time. And I was like, I'm going back to my 4 to 5 minute videos, thank you. Because I don't like to hear you bitch the whole time.
Aw.
It makes me feel bad.
Well, I get through it. I didn't mean to bitch you the whole time. It's just the artist process.
I would just hear you, I would go to a different room and I'd hear you, ah, son of a bitch, ah. Oh, okay.
I mean, I do it during game design too a little bit. I'm just like, why am I in the wall? How did I get in the wall?
You're finding the chicken.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Because Jaymonius, he was doing a stream on another game he's working on, Pearl vs. Grey, which is a puzzle platformer. Where you can swim, so already I like it more than A Boy and His Blob. It's still one-hit deaths, because that's just how puzzle platformers are designed. But I was watching him design, and he said he's in the part where it's the most frustrating for a developer, because you get a new idea and you're just like, oh cool, and you put 7 to 8 hours in when you start the idea. And then when it gets down to the nitty-gritty of being fun to play and making sure the game does what you want it to do, that's when it starts to wane on you.
Yeah.
And you only put in an hour a day, or
right.
Not even that. You put it on the back burner for a couple weeks because you're just like, I don't want to deal with that fucking bug.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's like that with any art form though, because I do the same thing. I'm in that phase of writing now, of the book that I'm currently editing that I've been working on for the past 18 years. That's not even an exaggeration. And just getting to the part where it's all cohesive and it's all the same feeling, because it is such an old project. I started it when I was 11. And just trying to age up the parts that I was 11 when I wrote it and the idea, and it's just the sucky part of creating.
Oh, absolutely.
Making sure everything makes sense and that it all flows well and it, is fun to read.
Excuse me. I had a burp stuck in there.
Huh?
That damn Mountain Dew from last night was
oh my god. I was so mad. I don't burp. And I had a Coca-Cola and I finally had a little burp.
Yeah, it was
And
cute.
I was so proud. And then you just released Satan into the world. I was like, well.
After 10,000 years, I'm free. Time to conquer Earth.
I was like, now my burp doesn't quite sound so impressive.
It was cute. It was like, eh. You even did a little. But,
I think because the cat looked at me, she was like, whoa.
Mama. Well done.
But she did fart in your face. So.
Shut up.
That made me so bad.
Because, like, I heard it, but I also felt it, so I couldn't deny. I was just like, well, cat just farted in my face. Because she did a big stretch and then just let it out. Like a yoga. They say yoga helps you, like, release
Yeah.
gases, and, well.
Luna,
for the
Luna
kitty.
agrees. She was like,
"Ah!"
I call this morning prayer. Like,
Oh my god, that cat.
just these animals in general.
Yep. They're a comedy sketch. So, at the time of this recording, I did my first short. I
Yes.
plan on doing one of those every week. And someone disliked the short.
I know.
I'm just like, it's literally the most wholesome thing. Is it just because it was so unprofessional with the subscribe at the end?
I don't know, because it was literally, I was just playing a video game
Yeah.
in the game room.
And I was showing off the game collection.
And, like, the dog.
Yeah, like, why would you dislike it? It has a dog in there.
Maybe they're a cat person. I mean, we have cats, too. So,
We'll try a cat next short, see if that one does better.
they clearly did not
But, like,
watch the
usually I don't
creature
care if
collection.
someone does a, oh shit.
A
knock
dislike.
me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's a dislike, I'm just like, well,
It's just funny that it was.
publicity's publicity.
I
But
thought
yeah,
it
I
was
found it awkward that it was that video. I'm like, really? I found it so wholesome.
I don't know.
Evidently. So you see how that wall up there is hollow?
Yeah.
That's our secret.
Ah, there she is.
Hang on.
I like her little, oh god, her bubka face.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So we found 2 witches. I think there's one more. And then we go back to, I believe, the forest.
I was so mad. A friend, Jim, came over to hang out for a little bit and chat. And my antisocial cat, who runs away from fucking everyone,
Oh, jeez.
rolled over
Yep.
and showed him her belly and was just like, ah. I was so mad. I was
You're
like,
always mad.
you've known him for an hour and a half.
About the cat, I mean. You're always mad. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always mad.
That's my secret. I'm always sad. The Incredible Sulk. I was so mad. I was so mad.
I think you're right, though. I think she just
likes
prefers
men.
Something about her experience with women she's not too fond of.
Which, like, I guess I can understand whenever... Because she was originally my grandma's cat.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandma rescued her. There was a neighbor at the time that had, like, a ton of kids and a ton of cats. And the kids were always really mean to the cats. And the lady was always really mean to the cats.
Okay.
So, and then my grandma, like...
Just kind of bled over. Shit!
just took the cat
throwing
in
up
because
this
she thought that
jump.
Bub was just a beautiful cat.
Mm-hmm.
So she adopted her off the streets. And then when my grandma moved, my mom took the cat.
Okay.
So I think it might just be her bouncing around and her
The thing about
experience.
minecart levels is it doesn't matter how many times you do them, you can still screw up,
Oh,
even
yeah.
if you memorize them, because your timing's just a pinch off. Alright, there we go. I passed the part that I smacked into.
I want to know how she jumps. I'm totally kidding. I definitely don't need to know that. Jaymonius, you don't need to answer that. Because in my head, she just uses magic. Just like, lift the card up.
I think Jaymonius is upset recently because we exposed how Aura Shock kind of breaks the game, and he's just like, well, there went the challenge that I designed. Because I was just like, hey, I did pretty good on that last episode. He's like, yeah, you used aura and totally cheesed the boss. And I was just like, oh, sorry. And like, unfortunately, at this point, like the rest of the game's recorded, so I'm just like, yeah, I keep using the aura shot.
Well, I mean, it's the same because he's actually playing one of your games.
Will be.
And I'm sure that he's going to find some things that are glitches and that don't quite work the way that you intended to work. But guess what? We're not fixing it because the guide is already done.
Oh? Depends on what he finds. Because, like, I thought about that before the guide was made. And the first guy that did a Let's Play stun-locked one of my favorite bosses. And I said, no. We're getting rid of that right there.
I mean, it's allowed to be fixed if it isn't mentioned in the guide and it doesn't affect the guide, but I'm definitely not remaking.
And that's fair.
Guide pages.
Yeah. Because, like, we've had this conversation before where I'm just like, I want to, like, revamp and do all the maps, and you're just like, just let it be and improve on your next project.
And I think it's nice to do that because it shows the growth.
You're allowed to look back.
Yeah, it shows the growth of this is where I started, this is where I'm at. Like, all the progress you've made. Because that's where I'm at with writing, again, that fucking 18-year-old book where I'm just like, oh, I could put this in and I can do that and I'll change this. And I'm like, no. Just make it make sense and then shelf it.
Yeah.
Work on your other projects.
I look back at revisions and there's parts of it I like and parts of it where I'm just like, ew. I look back at Order of the Moon and there's parts where I'm just like, ew.
But it just like, it shows growth.
And in a couple years, I'm going to look back on Elemental Isles and go, ew.
Yeah. Because it's just you learn new things and you do new things and come up with new and improved ideas. And it's like, that's what progress is.
I don't know what that was, but already.
I think it might just be where the cloud is at.
Oh, all right. So do you have a favorite level? Is there any level that Jaymonius designed where you're just like, I liked that level? Or do you want to wait till we get to the last one? Because I'm going to give you a little teaser right now. Last one ain't my favorite.
I mean, honestly, I would have to go back. I'm one brain tracked.
Found Bubka.
Nope. So there we go. We found her in the mines. We found her in the desert. And we found her in the sky. So now we're going to go back to the forest. No, we're going to shop first.
JK.
There we go.
Let's go shopping.
Another heart. Hooray!
Oh, I never got the picture book. Oops. I wonder what that is.
But I mean, you bought the game. You could always go back.
I know. I just wanted to show it off, maybe. Oh, well. Alright, so back to the forest. This is going to be a lot easier.
I think I do tend to like forest levels.
I don't know why I have the sight still on, but maybe it's just to make sure there's no secrets.
Secret.
Hush, hush, hush. I mean, it's got a waterfall. And, like, ladies love the waterfalls. So they say.
Yay, coins!
I like waterfalls from a distance. I don't like going into unknown waters.
Oh, alright.
It makes me very nervous.
That's fair. Ah! No. So, I mentioned that Jaymonius reuses, like, some of the monsters he designed for, from the RPG into this. Because, he didn't show, but he was using, his sprite maker during the stream. And it was, like, Ace of Sprite or something like that.
Yeah, which I'm going to download and explore. I do have like a couple large projects going on right now that I don't want to download it right now because I know if I do, I'm going to play with the website instead of doing projects that I have time limits for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got deadlines, so priorities.
Yeah, so once I get some of those projects done, I'm going to download it and start playing with it and learning how to use it so that way we can get rolling on projects like Oh Milo and...
But he also, like, reuses, like, the same monster and just, like, tweaks them just a little bit in each game. The plant's the most notable one. Oh, here we go.
You again? following me? How do you know where I'm at? Are you another pursuer? Master Algad!
What?
Atropos, I thought I made it abundantly clear that I was not to be called that while we were here.
I know, Master, but look! That girl over there, she keeps finding me!
I just want Maggie to slowly back out.
Well now, this is a surprise. I never would have expected you to be able to find her, Maggie.
Wait, you know this girl?
Yes, she is one of the locals here. They are a group who have mastered the use of the light element. I believe your leader, Wicca, called us the Warriors of Arcanion. Such an overly ambitious name.
I see, but that doesn't explain why she is constantly able to find me.
True, Maggie. I suspect you came here under the hopes of finding the thief who took the Dark Tome. Well, I can put your worries to rest that my friend here is not here to cause any trouble. She's just laying low until I find out where we're at. I don't suppose you could let this little incident slide. I can understand your confusion, but I have to tell you, we cannot afford to have our identities discovered. Things would escalate to violent proportions if people found out who I was. Can you at least be able to do that? At least long enough for us to be able to deduce where we're at. You see, we're not exactly from these parts. In fact, all of this seems rather unknown to us. Auras, the Dark Tome, all this feels strange, yet nostalgic. But I suppose words alone won't be enough to explain what I'm talking about. Atropos, you may want to make some distance. Things are about to become rather chaotic.
Oh, right. Skidoo.
The little witch is like, I don't understand how you keep finding me. Well, little witch, the creator told us where you were hiding.
Good, now there shouldn't be anyone to get in the way. Maggie, you and your inhabitants of this island intrigue me. Your mastery of the light element is extraordinary. From my studies, the light element has been known to be the most difficult to master. However, while your mastery of the element is worthy of praise, I am someone who's mastered many other elements. I am Algad, a demi-human, and I possess the power that may be beyond your hope of reasoning. Simply telling you won't be enough. Let me show you by testing you, and what skills I have learned from being here with all of you.
My brain just went to
Let
Harry
us
Potter
begin.
and the Chamber of Secrets.
Let us match the power of Lord Voldemort
I
with the
cannot
famous
tell you,
Harry
but
Potter.
I can show you. Get sucked into the journal.
That is my favorite scene from
Yeah.
that movie.
It's a good one.
Do you know anything about the Chamber of Secrets? Yes. Can you tell me? No. Alright, so this is Algad. He's the secret boss. And he's gone.
Stop! There's no need for you to fight any longer. You've won!
She just turned into Wicca.
Shit. Ugh, you're a lot stronger than I had to. Oh, I'm not used to fighting like this. Where I'm from, we fought with a more strategic mindset, so this all feels new to me. But since we've had the chance to battle, I guess you can finally understand what I meant from how we are different from you. Yes, we are not from your world. We think this may be either an entirely new world or a parallel world. We have realized this due to the nature of your people and the flow of elements in these lands. I say this because at one point in my life, I once commanded multiple powers of the elements, but here I can only command light and dark. The way to control elements in this world is far different than from where I'm from. Hence, I request that I remain here for a little while longer. I want to learn more about this world and to learn how to harness certain powers. It is the only way we will be able to return to our own world. Can you be able to keep this between us for the time being?
Okay.
Thank you, Maggie. Now that we have that confusion out of the way, I'll resume my duty on looking for the hooded thief as well. Oh, and please don't call me Algad. I still go by the name of Dolian. If we can keep that small little bit of information between ourselves, then we'll get along just fine. Alright, I'm heading back to my post. I'll see you later, Maggie.
Don't think you're all that just because you beat Master Algad. If we weren't in this strange situation, we would have mopped the floor with you.
That's the voice.
Master Algad is the greatest, and he'll rule the world someday. Ha! Just you wait. This isn't over.
I think she's more of an Olivia voice, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I could definitely see her as an Olivia.
You're gonna have a fun time here.
Oh my god, I lost my shit.
Alright, so that was kind of like a cameo to like his RPG series. Those characters are big in like the RPG series he does. Alright, so now that we have all that out of the way, and we actually got the Olgad beam, in the next part, we're actually going to take on Dark Antenna.
Ooh.
So we'll see you then.
Toodles!